Hello, everybody. My name is Torch13. Torch13 or Zerduku, it doesn't really necessarily matter. And no, this is not a live stream, but I will say, though, that I am feeling slightly better. Um, Nothing has really changed for me, but I'm kind of sort of over it. Kind of just, you know, watching TV and playing games and stuff. Keeping my mind off of things. Speaking of which, I am thinking about going back and doing Let's Plays again eventually, but since the emotional damage is still kind of lingering, I would like you guys to leave at least give me a week because I have no future whatsoever and I will never will. But regardless, enough of that depressing nonsense. I'm going to talk about what's going to change because the damage was so bad that things will change no matter what at this point. But to be honest, it's not too many big changes. But I'm gonna first go over some let's plays I've already done real quick. Um, and the ones that I talk about are the ones that either are not going to be well, any video games that I don't talk about, I'm still gonna do let's plays for. So anything I am talking about, you guys should really listen. Um, No, it should be noted for Doom 2. I didn't think I was well, Doom 2 and Armor Man 3D. I didn't think I was gonna play. Well, actually, no. What game? Oh, it was yeah, Doom 2 and Stubbs is on me. Both of those games I played without recording, so I played a little bit. So I played ahead, and it was because I didn't think I was gonna be doing YouTube videos anymore. So I just found myself playing them just to, cool off, to try to reduce emotional damage as much as I could. And but I did go back on Doom 2 and try to get back to exactly where I was. I did the same thing for Stubbs the Zombie, but it should be noted that I actually beat Stubbs the Zombie off camera. And as a result, from here on in, Stubbs the Zombie is not going to be able on Let's Play. But I'm still going to do Let's Plays for it because you guys seem to like those videos. I had 106 views for one of those videos because I was raging out so much. And just because it's not blind doesn't mean I will rage out. The game is kind of difficult, and it gets very difficult towards the end. So I would say it still would be worth watching regardless. Um, Doom 2 was never a blind Let's Play, but I never actually beat the final boss in that game, so that's why I'm doing Let's Plays of that, is because I'm hoping that when I do get to the final boss, which will take forever because there's like 32 levels, and I don't know, I think I'm only on like level 18 or something, I think. Um, so yeah. As you guys know, Monster Hunter World, yeah, I'm not going back to that. Fuck that game. That game sucks. Uh, Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm collections. Yeah, I might go back to that, even though that I really do not like the game. It's just a button masher compared to other Ultimate Ninja games. But I think what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to be playing a different Naruto game in the future, perhaps. But I will set this one aside as a possibility, as I might go back to it, but not likely. Uh, Now, some people might be wondering about Kingdom Hearts, though, since I haven't done one in a while. Unfortunately, because that gun kid has abandoned me, and I was hoping that he would help me get through the ice cream bit, I think I'm gonna have to skip. What is it called? Birth Asleep, and just go on to regular Kingdom Hearts from there. Uh, is probably what I'm gonna have to do, which sucks because I want to beat Birth Asleep. I just I just don't know how to beat it. Um, I might try the ice cream level every now and then to try to see if I can beat it, but I'm not too sure how much I'm going to record it. I think I'm going to have to do it on my own just to see if I can try to beat it myself at some point, so I'm not like have like a time limit or whatever. I could try to live stream it actually. Now that I think about it, hmm, I don't know, maybe. Um, like I said, any game that I don't mention, I'm still going to do let's plays for. Um, Mario Party, yeah. First of all, I took the game off because I don't have anybody to play the game with anymore. Second, the game is very rough on my controllers, and I broke my controller during my Let's Play, so I can't go back to it. But in terms of doing Mario Party Let's Plays of a different Mario Party game in the future, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think that's even remotely possible. Um, I could probably find something, but the problem is I need to find something that has missions that I can do on my own, unless I can find some sort of way around my own like rules of how I play things. Because usually when I do Let's Plays, I usually play like a story mode, so I have like a beginning and an end, because that's what I kind of need in order to do a Let's Play. I need to have like a certain goal to set, so I know when it's time to stop doing Let's Plays and move on to the next Let's Play game. Uh, okay, Army Man 3D. I hate that game. And it's my rage on that isn't so much of it's not fun rage. It's not like it's a challenge or anything. It's bad control is my problem. And when it's bad control and it falls in the category of shitty games, and I do not like playing shitty games. So I'm gonna say fuck that. I'm not playing anymore. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, speaking of that, might be wondering what I'm going to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Good news, I'm still going to do Let's Plays of that. Matter of fact, that'll probably be the first Let's Play I finally go back to playing. That'll be the first one I'll play after this video. But as I said before, guys, I'm not going to go back to doing Let's Plays for quite a while. I need some time to take a break. Also, there's a few things that are going to change. First of all, I'm going to turn the volume down really low for my Let's Plays, so the game volumes are down, so you guys can actually hear my voice. I have watched my Let's Plays, and I realized that the game volume is a little too loud. You can't really hear me, is the problem. So I have to turn the game volume down, like a lot. So I'm probably going to be messing around with that. The game volume is going to be going up and down in different videos because I'm going to be messing around with the volume and trying to, get the right, the perfect spot, basically. Um, Another thing that's going to change is that I'm not going to be the normal Torch or Zerduku that you all remember. I'm not going to react to you guys as I'm not going to like pretend reacting to you guys like I normally do, because I've been through so much emotional damage to the point where I'm just not myself anymore. And I don't think I'll never be the same again. I think it's gone. I think normal me is gone forever. I'm not the same, like let's all have fun, let's go play a video game or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna like overreact as much as I normally do. I feel incredibly empty, and playing games seem to be the only thing that makes me feel well, it makes me forget. It doesn't make me feel better, it makes me forget about what's happening in real life. So that's why I'm going back to doing Let's Plays, is because I wanna get my mind off it so I can approach my problems with logic and try to solve them, but I don't think there is a way to solve my issues. people have straight up abandoned me to the point where I am now alone forever. And I just I feel like I can't take it again. I really feel like I cannot take uh being just like have a grip a little bit of hope and then all of a sudden people just say goodbye, nobody cares about you kind of deal. I can't do it again. I can't do. I feel like if it happens to me again, I don't know what will happen. I feel like what would probably happen is I will just my entire emotions would be like flushed down like a toilet in my head and then I'll just be like an empty shell at that point. Like there would be nothing left at that point. As it is, there's hardly anything left of me as it is, and I don't even not. And you know when someone crashes like that, it's gonna you have the thing of trying to rebuild yourself in your head, but every time when you rebuild yourself after taking emotional hit like that, it's not the same as it was, and it never will be, unfortunately. And also, before I run out of time, it should be noted that I will no longer be posting videos on my uh, Facebook, and I will no longer be posting videos on my Zap Entertainment Discord server. I'm just gonna upload the videos onto YouTube, and that will be all. Because because there's nothing left of my old self. It's gone, and it's never gonna come back. And I think I've said what I need to say. I got 5 minutes left on the clock, but I think I've said everything I need to say. And I would love to hear you guys. Um, I would like to have you guys comment on my previous video beforehand because I that's where I asked a lot of questions of where should I go, what should I do in my situation. I do a decent job explaining my situation, and if you ask questions to help uh, explain it more, I will try to my best on trying to explain my situations. But yeah, check out my previous video. I'll leave a link down in the description below and stuff. And hopefully in the future I'll start to feel better, or either things will get better or people actually start helping me, which is probably not going to happen because the world has become so self-empowered and so, self-centered that people will not help each other no matter what kind of trouble other people are in, especially emotional trouble, because people don't understand just how terrible emotional uh, pain can feel or can do to a person. Emotional pain changes a human being, and there is always the chance that a person will change into something that is not good. And that is the thing that I am afraid of the most of myself is I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. All I know is that I'm going to go back to doing Let's Plays only because, like I said, hopefully it will help me forget. So, if you guys don't mind, please like, subscribe, and please, for the love of God, please actually say something and don't just fucking ghost me. Because people matter. People need to matter. This is Torch 13, signing out for now.